From being arguably the best player in the world in 2018 to a Real Madrid flop and retiring at 32, what really went wrong for Eden Hazard? Eden Hazard was born to play football. His parents, Thierry and Karine, were both footballers. It's no surprise Eden, along with his three brothers, all became professional footballers. Hazard's talent was clear from a young age. At just 4, he joined Royal Stade Brainois, where one coach famously said he couldn't teach him anything. Eden already knew it all. Soon, he moved to AFC 2Bs, where a Lille scout spotted him during a tournament. Impressed by his skills, the scout invited him to join Lille's academy. A few years after joining Lille's academy, Hazard caught the attention of the first-team coaches while still playing for the under-18s. Manager Claude Puel called him up for a friendly. Hazard impressed, earning a spot in the 18-man squad for the next game, where he made his professional debut. He bounced between the first team and reserves. His versatility across the front line made him even more valuable. When new manager Rudy Garcia arrived for the 2008-9 season, he made Hazard a permanent first-team player, and the rest was history. At just 17, Eden Hazard made an impact in his first professional season, scoring 6 goals. His first goal made him Lille's youngest-ever goal scorer. In the 2009-10 season, Hazard stepped it up with 23 goal contributions. Impressive stats for someone only 18. Ligue 1 took notice, awarding him back-to-back Young Player of the Year titles, the first non-French player to do so. In the 2010-11 season, it was Hazard who stole the spotlight. He finished the season with 26 goal contributions. These performances helped Lille win a historic double, and Hazard claimed Ligue 1 Player of the Year at just 20, though this wouldn't even be his best season at the club. In the 2011-12 season, Hazard took his game to another level, with 44 goal contributions in 49 games. Ridiculous numbers. While Lille didn't win back-to-back Ligue 1 titles, Hazard claimed Player of the Year for the second year in a row, becoming only the second player in Ligue 1 history to do so. Now, here's the funny part. Hazard announced he was leaving Lille before the season ended, and in his farewell match against Nancy, the team he debuted against, he partied the night before, drank heavily, and barely slept. Despite a massive hangover, he scored a hat-trick within 30 minutes of the game, proving he was the real deal. That summer, Hazard was heavily linked to both Manchester clubs, but chose Chelsea, believing it was the better project. Chelsea signed Hazard for £32 million. In his debut season at Chelsea, Hazard impressed. 34 goal contributions in a whooping 62 games. Pretty incredible, considering how many games he played at Real Madrid. He also won his first trophy, the Europa League. However, his first season wasn't without controversy. Remember the infamous incident against Swansea in the EFL Cup? Hazard kicked a ball boy in the ribs to get the ball back, which led to a red card and plenty of scrutiny. In the 2013-14 season, Hazard had a solid season with 25 goal contributions. Although his stats dropped slightly from the previous year, he earned his first Ballon d'Or nomination, won PFA Young Player of the Year, and was the runner-up for PFA Player of the Year. He was also named Chelsea's Player of the Year in his second season, but his best seasons were still ahead. In the 2014-15 season, Hazard had a stellar campaign with 31 goal contributions, helping Chelsea win their first Premier League title in 5 years. His performances earned him PFA Player of the Year and Chelsea's Player of the Year awards. Hazard's 8th-place finish in the Ballon d'Or rankings reflected his status as one of the world's elite players. However, the following season, 2015-16, saw Hazard's form dramatically drop as Chelsea also struggled going from league champions to 10th place. Hazard only managed 13 goal contributions. Despite these, Hazard won a lot of love from Leicester City fans because his goal against Tottenham helped Leicester secure the Premier League title. After a tough season, Hazard bounced back in 2016-17 with 24 goal contributions. His form was crucial in Chelsea's return to the top of the league. Hazard continued his strong performances in the 2017-18 season with 30 goal contributions, including a decisive goal in the FA Cup final against Manchester United, where Chelsea won 1-0. His incredible form also carried over to the 2018 World Cup, showcasing his brilliance on the global stage. At the 2018 World Cup, Hazard was practically the best player in the world, leading Belgium not just with the armband as he made an impact in every game. He got an assist against Panama, 2 goals against Tunisia, and a key assist against Japan in the round of 16. In the third-place match against England, he scored, but it was his performance against France that truly showcased his brilliance. Even though Belgium lost, Hazard was on fire, showing why he deserved to be in the conversation competition for the world's top 3 players. His efforts earned him the silver ball and a historic third-place finish for Belgium's golden generation. In the 2018-19 season, Hazard had his most prolific year, contributing directly to 50% of Chelsea goals with 38 goal contributions. In the Premier League alone, he registered 15 assists, winning the Playmaker of the Season award. Chelsea also won the Europa League that season, with Hazard scoring 2 goals and providing an assist in the final against Arsenal. In his post-match interview, Hazard hinted at his departure, preparing for a new challenge at Real Madrid. It was always clear that Hazard's dream was to play for Real Madrid. His idol, Zinedine Zidane, was a former Madrid player, and when Zidane became manager, he wanted Hazard. Hazard couldn't turn down the opportunity. Real Madrid paid Chelsea €100 million, making Hazard their second most expensive signing. However, things didn't go as planned. Over the season, he managed only 1 goal and 7 assists in 22 appearances. Unfortunately, this wasn't just a one-off bad season. Despite winning the Champions League, Hazard didn't contribute to the success. Over 4 seasons, he only scored 7 goals and 12 assists, an underwhelming return for such a high-profile signing. Hazard's time at Real Madrid turned into one of the biggest downfalls in football history. So, what exactly went wrong? Eden Hazard's Real Madrid career started on the wrong foot, literally and figuratively. Despite his eagerness to join Los Blancos, his initial attitude left much to be desired. After years of flirting with the idea of wearing the famous white shirt, you'd expect him to hit the ground running. Instead, Hazard showed up to preseason overweight by several kilos, setting a troubling precedent. As Real Madrid's second most expensive signing, Hazard was brought in to replace Cristiano Ronaldo, a heavy burden, whether he accepted it or not. But instead of stepping into that role, he downplayed expectations. He initially chose the number 50. Real Madrid eventually vacated Mariano's number 7 and handed it to Hazard. He had even requested Luka Modric's number 10, but Modric declined. Hazard's reluctance to take center stage reflected in his performances. Once celebrated as the best dribbler in the world, second only to Messi, he stopped doing what made him special. Rather than take defenders on, he opted for simple passes. Later, he admitted he was trying to ease in, telling himself to keep things simple because he was new. Injuries certainly played a role in his struggles. Hazard's style made him a target, and repeated fouls took their toll. Jose Mourinho once warned that without protection, players like Hazard would disappear. But even after recovering, Hazard seemed to lack the hunger to fight for his place. At Chelsea and Lille, Hazard thrived as the star. At Real Madrid, competition was fierce, and he didn't always rise to the challenge. He even admitted that during training, there were times he didn't want the ball. Ultimately, Hazard's talent was undeniable, but his mentality held him back. Another Chelsea player who declined is Mendy. Click this video to see what really happened.